Hey guys! Today I'm back with another video, and the topic is: do you need expensive art supplies to create good art? So, you might be asking yourself, well, duh! But here you can see me drawing with these cheap pencils, and they are the Pen Sun pencils, like only 10 colors, like 12 colors or something. And I just found these in my grandma's house, so I just started to draw with these pens. And I really like Billie Eilish, so I thought, yeah, why not just film a video of me drawing with these pens. And yeah, so it's a portrait of Billie Eilish. If you don't know her, what are you doing with your life? Just go check her out. She has great music, she's so beautiful. Oh yeah, anyway. Let me start with the pros and cons of having to use cheap art supplies. So let's start with the cons. First of all, something I noticed while drawing with these cheap art supplies was that the blending is really bad. Like, those pencils are not easy to blend at all because they are not wax based like my other Prismacolor pencils. As you know, maybe you have used them before, and Prismacolors are really smooth. They're kind of like an eyeliner, if you could imagine. So they're really soft and they blend really easily. But these pencils, they are just really hard. And also another second con is that they're not really pigmented. So you have to build up your colors, and you have to put in a lot more work and a lot more time into your drawing in order to make it look nicer, which is something you don't really need if you have more expensive art supplies. And yeah, the third con I could think of was that variety is not really good if you have cheap art supplies. I mean, it's obviously if you have a 100-color set of cheap art supplies, maybe, I don't know, Crayola or something, of course that doesn't really apply to you because you have a lot of colors. But from my experience while drawing Billie Eilish, I only had 12 colors, and so I really had to use, I don't purples and pinks and yellows for the skin colors, which I normally would just use a beige or, I don't know, a normal skin color if I had my other art supplies, you know? But now that we have the cons out of the way, let's start with the pros. So first of all, obviously the price point. If you want to draw, you don't really want to spend hundreds of dollars to be able to make good art, right? So if you just started drawing and you really have no idea, I wouldn't recommend you to go and buy like pencils which cost more than $20 because if you don't really commit to it, and if you don't keep drawing, the money just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to spend all this money. So obviously, if you start with these cheaper art supplies, which maybe aren't that good, you still have a feeling for drawing, and you learn a lot through these art supplies as well. So I also started with really cheap art supplies, and they were really bad, even worse than these colors, I think. Because yeah, I was drawing since I was a little child, so of course I didn't have the better ones. And so that was the second pro. It is not a big commitment to start with cheaper art supplies, since you can just stop at any time. And if you feel like drawing is not your thing, then it doesn't really matter because you didn't really spend that much money, you know? But also, it is the opposite way around also. So if you are a really good artist and you know how to use anything, for example, there are some people who can make these gorgeous portraits with just salt. I don't understand these people, but they're just really skilled and they can use anything they have. So art supplies don't really matter anymore. So if you have the skills and you know how to use what you have, you can use anything you want and you can create good art. So, in conclusion, let's wrap this up, shall we? So, I would say that if you're just a beginner and you have no idea about drawing, just start with cheap art supplies. So it can start up, have a basis, learn something about drawing, and then you can move on to expensive art supplies because they make your life easier. They are better quality after all. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was somewhat interesting to you. I know I haven't posted in such a long while, but I hope I can post next week or something like that. Yeah. I guess I'll see you in my next video, and bye bye!